Okay, so after a failed attempt at streaming this deck, we'll try again. Twitch messed something up, and so I couldn't stream. Like it streamed them, but nobody was able to view the stream. This time, it's Jace time. This list spiked my interest when I looked through the first batch of 5-0 Brawl decks in the leagues. I don't know how good this is. We're currently 1-1 in the league that I didn't stream. We lost against Galta and won against the Huatli Green-White Planeswalker. It's basically just your typical mono blue aggro list, right? You play cheap creatures, you back them up with counterspells, and then cards like Dowsing Dagger or the Throne or Pirate's Cutlass help you push through more damage. Yeah, we'll just see how this goes, how we continue in this league. So far, as I said, played against Galta in match 1. Lost that one really closely, actually. We lost to a Pounce. That was too much. We would have outraced them, but the removal spell kind of messed up the math. And then match 2, we raced green-white, which actually had Lano Elves on turn 1, but Heart of Kirin turns out to be a really strong card when you can crew it using your turn 3 Jace. Part 3 of beating people down with blue is up against Kumena. And our hand looks absolutely gorgeous. Look at this hand. The only thing that would make it better is if we were on the play. Is it Joda levels of sweet? It's even sweeter, the thing we're about to do. Okay. Mox Amber only really works when we have 3 mana to cast Jace. Yeah. Although I guess like the sweetness of the thing we'll do is like less in the deck list and more in the thing we're doing. Oh, it's gonna be great. All right. Currently we are hitting our land drops beautifully. Also hitting the curve. This is probably just gonna get completely out of control because we have no way to interact with it at all besides like disallowing creatures. I'm probably not going to cast Jace next turn because I need to keep up disallow. If we draw another land, I'm going to play Jace on turn 4, keeping up Lookout's Dispersal, right? Because that's just the reasonable thing to do. Alright, Kumena comes down. If they attack here, I might even be blocking. Like, I probably won't. Now, I can't block, but that might be something that prevents them from attacking here. The thought of me blocking. Yes, that's very good. Okay, so this turn we just pass. Can we? Can we just pass this turn? Yes, I think we have to. Although, like, passing on a board where we are getting outraced is usually not a great idea. Which makes me think, do we have to play Ether Super plus Mist-Cloaked Herald? Just to up our clock. I think we have to. And only because this is so mana efficient. I guess we could have also just gone Mist-Cloaked Herald into keep up Lookout's Dispersal. Spending 3 mana to put 2 power on the board is definitely not the best deal there is, but you know, when you're playing mono blue, you kind of have to play some mediocre creatures. Okay, that's a 3 mana 2/2. That's not too scary. And now they might even stay back with all of their creatures because they want to activate Kumena or something. Although, like, missing a swing for 5 here sounds like a bad idea. So they should probably still attack. Tapping the Warkite Marauder is kind of the default choice because it's the only threat on our side that has 2 power. And yes, they are indeed attacking for 5. That's like the way superior play. Like, staying back with 5 power just to draw 1 additional card is probably not worth it. Alright, drawing the land here makes us able to cast Jace and keep up Lookouts Dispersion. Oh no. Oh no. Is this Spell Pierce? Okay, it's not. Is this Spell Pierce? No, Spell Piercing this would be a weird play. We'll just -2 Jace this turn. Getting a creature into play is kind of important if we want to contest with the Merfolk on the other side at all. Attack for 3, putting on to 12 afterwards. We're going to be attacking for 5 in the air. So we still hope to draw some sort of equipment or artifact that like pushes through damage, namely Dowsing Dagger, Pirate's Cutlass, or Throne of the God Pharaoh. Yes, Unsummon kills our dude, which is unfortunate, but fine. And now if they attack Jace pre-combat, we actually don't get to Lookouts Dispersal. But I guess they have to like commit up to 4 damage to Jace, which, yeah, that's damage that we're not taking to our face. I think that's actually good if they commit a bigger attack to Jace. Okay. Yeah, that seems like it has to be countered. It's also nice that they cast this pre-combat. Like, it's the right play to cast it pre-combat, right? It has something that triggers when you enter combat. But this way we get to use the Mox Amber to pay for our counterspell. Merfolk Trickster is a bit annoying, but it's not like the chump block on the servo token gets worse with time, right? It actually gets better. Oh, this creature is way better than I thought it is. I thought this only puts counters onto itself, but wow. Interesting. Jamin learns things while playing Brawl. Episode 10. Okay, we're kind of in a bad spot. But that doesn't mean we can't win. We can attack for up to 6 damage here, which is not even half their life total. So casting Tempest Djinn seems like a smart move. And then which of these creatures attacks? This definitely does. This probably needs to chump. Yeah, I think we just attack for 5. Putting them to 8. Which means they would be dead next turn. Keeping a chump blocker behind. Alright. Very good, very good. We have a chump blocker and a regular blocker behind. You know, Tempest Djinn, being a 4/4, can probably block at least one of their creatures. So now we just have to hope that they don't have a removal spell for our 4/4 flyer. And then we're golden. They're tapping so much mana, I'm kind of afraid. Wow, that's not scary. That's not scary at all. 2, 4, 5, 9. Even if they play land and gain a life off of Tatyova, they're still dead due to all of our unblockable flyers, right? So they have to find a way to interact with our creatures. But they already used Unsummon. We did it! I feel like winning with this mono blue deck is kind of... I always feel like I cheated my opponent. It's like... I'm not supposed to win with this pile. But it worked out surprisingly well. Yeah, we did it! It's amazing. Yeah, none of their attacks matter, right? Because this is just lethal on board. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yes. It is indeed. What? Why are they attacking with Kumena? I can just eat that. Ah, okay. It can be granted unblockability, but that's fine. Because now our opponent gets to feel the fury of mono blue mediocre beats. Rawr. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Yeah, it's just lethal. We even had the island for the additional damage, but no need to play that. Okay, we're up against the bad boys, Karizev. This hand is horrendous, but Zahid is actually a threat that's pretty hard for Karizev to deal with. So I'm like tempted to keep, but it might just be too bad. Because we don't even have the artifact for Zahid yet. So I'm gonna mulligan. Okay, this at least has like 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, you know. But I'm really afraid of like all the efficient removal out of red decks, and then they also probably race better than we do, right? Because they are mono red after all. Okay, the Gonti list was on the 5-0 list. All right, I'll just go look for it there then, as soon as I want to try a new deck. Okay, our opponent doesn't have a 1 drop. That's good, because we do have one. Also, none of our creatures block very well against mono red, and that might also be an issue. Karizev. It's too strong. 2 mana, 3 power. Our 2 drop only has 1 power. And it doesn't even get bigger. I guess we have like 1 other merfolk in the deck. It's gonna have to carry us. Oh my god. We are so dead. We are so dead. Alright. I don't even know how we get out of this, but Jace will create a 2/2 illusion. The problem is we also don't have any catch-up mechanics. So like getting back onto the board is just a thing this deck doesn't do. Okay, let's concede. What? Why are they killing Jace? They should have targeted the illusion to like attack with Karizev. Oh, we're playing against Lucas again. Right, they're on the same deck as yesterday. We have to keep this. Heart of Kirin is one of our best creatures. And like, I still don't like our mono red matchup, but we're gonna give it a fair try, right? So we can turn 2 Heart, turn 3 Jace plus, and then I don't know, maybe if they have a slow start as well, Heart can carry us there. Hopefully they don't have a Braid. Apart from that, I don't think there's any 2 mana removal spell for our vehicle here. Okay. If this is Karizev, we're still fine, I think. Yeah. So now we actually have the choice between Obstructionist and Jace. Because Jace plus then forces us to block with Heart of Kirin if they attack. Huh. Yeah, I feel like I want an obstructionist, although it does to like a lot more. I still kind of like that better. It doesn't put a blocker in the way, but because blocking with Heart of Kirin is actually something I don't really want to do necessarily, since it's our only good attacker right now. Sun-Scorched Desert. Okay, hopefully this is... Okay, that's fine. So we're taking 7 this turn, taking 7 next turn. So we're down to 5 then? We deal 7 to them, they're at 9. What are the odds of them having like that much damage in hand? Whatever, I'll take my odds. Also, if they have Mountain Goblin Chain Whirler, we're just insta-dead. We died to a lot here, but that's fine. I don't think playing a longer game favors us, because Karizev is just a very strong attacker against us. Especially since we have drawn like all our X1s. We died to like Shock plus Lightning Strike. We died to... I can't even think of another way to deal 5 damage with 3 mana. Okay, 4 mana can be Wizard's Lightning plus Lightning Strike. Grasping Dunes is actually like surprisingly really relevant here because it prevents us from getting lethal if they just kill the Obstructionist. What an impactful Grasping Dunes that is. Jesus. Okay, so we go down to 5. Not the nicest life total to be at. Yeah, the Grasping Dunes is actually huge here. But I expect them to have like another removal spell, I guess. I would expect them. Okay, Tetsuko is a fine blocker. How much damage do we have to deal here? We don't have to deal that much. Dealing 2 is fine, right? Yeah, as long as Heart of Kirin survives. So only attacking with the Marauder is okay. What are they thinking about here? If they have a burn spell, it doesn't matter if it puts -1/-1 counters on the creature or deals the damage. There's actually no difference there. Alright, so now we have 3 blockers for their attackers. The question is, how much burn do they have in hand? Because there are like a fair amount of like combination of burned cards that just kill us. Okay, that's fine. We still have 2 blockers. But I guess if we trade off too many of them, they're not lethal anymore, but that's fine. I think taking 1 damage is fine here. So I'll block the Soul Scar and the monkey token. Yep. If they shoot Tetsuko, we still don't have lethal, but that's fine because then that's less damage that goes to our face. Yeah, a braid is super brutal because that takes away our only threat. Yeah, that was like our only threat to actually win with. So now we kind of have to hope they don't have burn to our face. So I'm only gonna attack with the Marauder. And hopefully draw stuff off Charter Course. Okay. The throne actually gives us a way to kill them next turn. We still die to Lightning Strike. Do we also die to Shock? No, yes, no. We don't die to Shock, we die to Shock plus any other spell, because then Tetsuko has to jump block. This is closer than I thought a game with where our opponent has a braid for a heart that we rely on that heavily would be. But I would still rather be in the spot of the mono red player. So if they just attack with both creatures, our blocks are basically forced. Given that if we don't block Soulscar and the Ape, we die to like Shock and stuff. No attacks. Wow. So I think we win. Yeah. Just attack with all of these. Turn that into an 0-1. Actually, do we turn Karidev or Soulscar Mage? Probably Soulscar Mage. Because they have to have a spell to cast, right? Alright. Down to 2. Did we do it? Did we do it? Come on! Hold! Yes! We gotta... We got an actual 3 and 2 out of this list. That's amazing to me. I did not expect that. I have to say that Heart carried us through like 2 games.